Hello and welcome to Sheba online classes. Standard 9, I will be taking Unit 5, Prose lesson, Water, the Elixir of Life. Okay, and it is written by who? Sir C.V. Raman, such a famous person. First, I will introduce him to you and tell about his works, and then we will start with the lesson. Alright, Sir Chandrasekaran Venkata Raman. He was born on 7th November 1888 and 21st November 1970 he passed away. Was an Indian physicist born in Tiruchirappalli. He carried out groundbreaking work in the field of light scattering, which earned him the 1930 Nobel Prize for Physics. Such a great moment, isn't it? We should be proud about him. He discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes wavelength. This phenomenon, subsequently known as the Raman scattering, results from the Raman effect, and to commemorate it, February 28 is celebrated as National Science Day in 1954. National Science Day. In 1954, India honored him with its highest civilian award. What is that? The Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna was awarded to him. Such a great work he has done, isn't it, Sir C.V. Raman? And today's this lesson, what is written to you is about water. Okay, we take water for granted, isn't it? We just waste water. Now you just look at this. When you read this lesson, you will know, like most part of the earth is, some places have, it is really very sad to see that so much water has been wasted, and so there is no water at all in some places. Okay, and when we have this water, why is it called the living planet? First of all, earth is known as a living planet. Why? Because there is water. Main thing, water. No other planets have got this water. Because there is water only, it is called the living planet. Okay, so how much? 70% of seas and 30% of land, isn't it? In that we have got this God given water, and this is actually known as, in the lesson it is known as the Amrit. Okay, what is Amrit actually? It is an epic mythological word. This is Amridam. You know Amridam. What is Amridam? Amridam means when you drink that one drop of Amridam, what will happen? You will live. There will be no death. Your life will be immortal. Okay, so that is called, that's what. But why look at that? That's what Sir C.V. Raman is saying. Instead of seeing that, what is the Amrit in our planet? What is the Amrit in our planet? Water. So Amrit is, water is the best example of Amrit. Okay, so we have to conserve it. We should not waste it. Okay, that's what. And so that is what is given here, and this total lesson is about conservation of water. And what is elixir? What do you mean by elixir of life? What is given? Water. The elixir of life means it is a substance to maintain life, and it has got all the cures, medically, everything, all the cures it has got. Okay, and where do we get water? How do we get water? How? Drinking water we get from rainfall, snowfall. Snow get accumulated in the mountains. Mount Everest, how much snow there is? That snow melts, it comes down to Ganga, and from there Gangotri, and Ganga it is formed from there. And where does it go and end? See, the comedy of the rivers is, it starts from the mountains, that is snowfall, the rainfall, it gets collected, come as a river, and then where does it go? It empties itself in the ocean. Okay, so before it empties itself in the ocean, what can we do? That only is a lesson. Okay, before it goes to the sea, so much drinking water is being wasted and sent to the sea. So if it's gone to the sea, then it gets mixed up with the salt water, and then what will happen? We can't drink that salt water, no? So before it goes to the sea, what is that the river? How can we maintain it? How can we preserve that water? That's what Sir C.V. Raman is telling about. Okay. Okay. Now I'll deal with the 3 question answers, because the lesson is too big. I have to deal only with the 3 main paragraph question answers. I'll explain that to you. That has got all the content of the full lesson. Okay. So how does Sir C.V. Raman show that water is the real elixir of life? Okay. So what is the meaning? What according to him is the real elixir of life? I'll start that now. Okay. Raman tries to bring about the importance of water, which has a unique power of maintaining animal and plant life. So what is important? For plant life and animal life, what is it? And human beings, what is it? Water. Okay. Water is an elixir of life, is the commonest of all liquids. There are so many liquids, but what is important for us? Water is important. Without water, the land will be barren like the deserts in Egypt. Not only Egypt, all the deserts. Without water, how it is? It will become a desert only. One side, you just see, he is given an example. In that lesson, one example with the pictorial example is given. Like one side in Egypt, such a God's creation, just see God's creation. You stand in one place now in Libya, in Egypt that is. This side is full desert, Libyan desert, horrible desert it is, dry land. And just to the other side of the thing is a flourishing. Why? Because river Nile is there. See, one side you stand, there is only one road you can see, just one road, one line. This side is Egypt with the desert, and the other side is flourishing green, that is land, because of the river Nile. Okay, so see the God's thing, what a wonder that is, isn't it? So one side it is a sea of sand, the other side laid on the greatest, most fertile, densely populated area of the valley of Nile. So valley of Nile, because of river Nile, that place fully is changed. Okay, so then it is separated by what? River Nile flowing down thousands of miles. The entire soil is created by the river Nile. So that why that place is so flourishing green? Because when the river Nile is flowing down, it brings silt. See, you have learnt in geography, what is silt? That fine sand. That fine sand which the rivers bring, it brings it and deposits near the bank of the rivers. Okay, and the bank of the rivers, there only if you grow any plantations, do any have a lot of fields there, it grows in no time. Such lovely fertile soil the river Nile brings. Okay, so that's only most fertile. Egypt in the fact was made by its river only. Because of river Nile, Egypt, one country was created. Okay, water is the basis of all life. Of course, everybody, water is important. Every animal and plant contains water. Animal and plant and human beings also, we contain so much water in our body. Without that water, we can't function at all. Then water is essential for the body. Moisture in the soil is equally important for the life and growth of plants and trees. Okay, if you want one ordinary beach sand, can you grow anything? You cannot grow anything, because there is sand only, but it is moist, but it cannot grow because salt content is more. But same thing, if you need to grow that plant, means any plant or trees or whatever, you need water. Okay, without water, one small plant, one grass also will not grow. So the conservation and utilization of water is fundamental for the human life. So what he is saying is, how we are going to, that is how to preserve that soil, how to make that water to be there. So that is more important, most fundamental. So it's conservation and utilization of water, how we are using the water, how we are conserving the water is more important. From the river water, how we are going to conserve. Okay, that's what Sir C.V. Raman is telling us about. And then water exists in all plant and animal form. Of course, it has got every. Just now I told you that every body has got so much water content. So if there is a plenty of water and abundant rainfall, there will be good growth of trees. Of course, if there is rainfall only. If we keep cutting down trees for our own, that is very cheap means of living urbanized modern life. Now what we do is, we cut down lot of trees, lot of forests have been cut down. If we cut down forests, what will happen? We are going to suffer. There will be no water, there will be no rainfall. Okay, if there is no rainfall, no plants, you can't eat, and then if there is no water, you will starve, you will become thirsty and you will starve to death, isn't it? So what should we do? We should not cut down trees. So to grow plants, we need rainfall. When you grow plants, rainfall, and rainfall of course is very good for us only. The population of animals depending on these plants will increase. So if we cut down plants, what will happen? There will be no animals or insects, and nothing will be in the thing. Even we will not be there. Then on the other hand, if there is a drought, there will be a smaller supply of plants. Okay, drought means what? There is no rainfall at all. You see, in the movies you have seen, many pictures you have seen, there will be cracks on the ground. There is a big barren land, lot of cracks will be there. Why? It is a drought. That means there is no water at all. Not one drop of water. There is no rainfall, zero rainfall. That kind of a place is called drought. Okay, the animals depending on these plants will increase in population as a result of the decrease in plant population. Water is fundamental necessity of both plant and animal. Necessity for both plants and animals, and for us also it is very, very necessary. And then life cannot exist on earth without water, isn't it? Can we exist on any life? That is why we are living planet. Just I told you why, because of this water only mainly. If there is no water, means what will happen? If all the rivers keep overflowing and flowing into the ocean is going to increase. Ocean content, water content will increase. Okay, then now we are 70-30. Then that will become 80, and then it will be 20 only. Everything, all the water flows out in the water and the sea means. Even now, what happened recently? What happened? Chambarambakam. What happened? Lot of 5,000 thing let out in the sea. So much water. Okay, it was overflowing. So only because of the flood, we had to let so much of water wasted in the sea, isn't it? So if there was any kind of science technology has increased so much, but we could not hold that water. No, so much water went for waste. Okay, what is the basis of all life? Every plant, of course, we need it. And then the conservation and utilization of water is fundamental of human welfare. Okay, you want to be good, you want to live in this world, means you have to definitely conserve this. And much of the Indian agriculture, most of us are that is farmers. In India, who are we? Most of them are farmers only. And farmers are getting poorer and poorer for what? Because there is no supply of proper water. That's what Sir C. Raman, what he is saying is, there is soil erosion. You know about soil erosion? Have you learned this in your geography? What is erosion? Erosion means the top layer of the soil is blown away. If it is too much floods, means the silt has been deposited in the sea. If it is deposited in the sea, means what happens? What is going to the sea? Any plants are going to grow near the sea? Nothing. So that soil erosion is being loaded in the sea. That is going to be wasted, no? So before that it goes to the sea, we should hold back all that. That fertile soil is very, very important, and we should put up bunds. What he is saying is, we should stop the flow of water going to the sea, make tributaries. Small tributaries from the river, small tributaries, and bring it down to the dam and catchment. There will be water catchment. We should hold the water for our purpose only, for our own purpose. So what he is saying is, much of the Indian agriculture depends on the monsoon. It is clear that the adoption of techniques preventing soil erosion would help to conserve and keep the water where it is wanted. That's what he is saying. Where we need that water, conserve that water. In Japan, I have seen in this geographic channel, I have seen what so cleverly this Japanese are doing. There is one big underground catchment, water catchment. Like how we have sumps, no? Like that they have got one huge one, can say one full city below. Such a big catchment. All that water, like one funnel, it comes down, like one funnel. All the rainwater has been collected down. It is purified, everything, all that purification, everything is done there, and that water has been held up there itself. See how cleverly they are doing, and how we are wasting it. So much water has been wasted, and end result, June month will be without water. So the science and technology are not using it to the best level. Okay, without water nothing is possible. So soil erosion, we should help to conserve and keep the water where it should be wanted. Without water nothing is possible on earth. The collection of rainwater and utilizing them is very important. Vast areas of land which at present are scrub jungle will be turned into fertile and prosperous country by courageous and well planned action. What is he saying is, well planned action. We should take action. We should not leave this. See, when he has written this, long back he written, Sir C.V. Raman. Okay, now see, that time itself he has got this view about what is going to happen now. So that's what he is saying is, we should catch that is, we should hold back the water, not let it go into the ocean. And then one more point I would like to tell you. I like to tell you one important point and finish off. So see, there's one page number 118, cheerful site. One word is given. What's the meaning of cheerful site over there? See, in South India or anywhere, there are lots and lots of what's it called? There are rain-fed tanks. Have you seen? No, in temples, no, there are big tanks given there, it's called kulam. Okay, that kulam, you know what happens, that people go there, they do puja, and that is dip, they swim there, they take a bath and come out, purified, they come out. In those days, what happened is, all the rainwater was collected in the tanks. That was a real cheerful sight to see. Those days, olden days, all the rainwater used to be collected over there, and then from there they used to make a pipeline to all the fields. See how nice it is, no? They used to make a pipeline to all the fields, and every field used to get this water. So that was really a very good method, a very good idea of those times. Now why are we not using it again? That's what he is telling. Why are we bring back those again? Again you must bring back all those kind of old habits were very good. That is collecting the water in the kulams, that is that small tanks near the temples. Okay, that one. And then I would like to end it off by saying that measures to be taken to control the movement of water and conserve the supplies of it can also serve subsidiary purposes of value to life and the countryside. Okay, again the countryside only needs more than us. No, the countryside only, because if they grow the fields only, we can get to eat, isn't it? Otherwise, what will you eat? Then by far for the cheapest form of natural internal transport in a country is by the boats and barges through canals and rivers. So if canals and rivers are there, these small taking things, ferrying things, from there they can use it. So that water should make full use of it. You can also use for transport, he is saying. Not only for drinking, but also for transport. So small canals from the river to tributaries, and then canals. So everything what we can use, cheapest mean of transport is boats and barges. Then we hear about programs of rails and road construction, but far too little about the development of internal waterways, isn't it? Railways, roadways, now metro, everything is there. But has anybody spoken about a small canal, using a ferry boat, using this? That is very, very cheap, no? Why are we not using that? Why are we constructing overhead bridges and so many things, distracting the road, everything so nasty the roads are becoming? Why are we not using of all that? That's what he is saying. When we will think about that, then only our country will be technology wise modern, that only. Okay, we are not thinking about the waterways are being neglected. Then again, the harnessing of water supplies usually also makes possible development of hydroelectric power. Even hydroelectric power we can harness. Free power you are getting, okay, free power you are leaving off. So much waterfalls we have got. From there we can harness, hydroelectric power. So the availability of electric power should make a tremendous difference to the life of the countryside and enable rural economy to be improved in various directions. So to end this up like this, so what is he saying is harnessing, stopping soil erosion, harnessing the water, afforestation, develop, enhance and encourage afforestation. Altogether, stop pollution, that is, don't dump all the waste in the water. By dumping the waste in the water, what happened? That will again come back to us as diseases. Okay, so stop all this, and we should live a happy life. In order to live a happy life, we should conserve water. Hope you like this lesson. Thanks for learning with me. Thank you.